All right. So, question 1, it says the graph shows a loan being paid off in yearly installments. Write an equation of the line. What will the balance be in 15 years? So notice that our graph has years for the x-axis and the balance for the y-axis. Okay, so it's always important to notice those. And yeah, so notice that they give us 2 points as well. We always need 2 points to find the equation of a line. So luckily they gave us the point 0, comma something. Whenever they give you 0, comma something, that's the y-intercept. Okay, so let's start B. All right, so for this one we need to put it in the form y equals mx plus b. All right, now they told us that our b is 500. Told us that our b is 500, and now we just need to find the m. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take those 2 points, and I'm going to write them down here. 0, 500 and 2, 470. And this is going to be our x1 and y1. It's the x and the y of the first point, and x2 and y2 is the x and the y of the second point. All right. Now it doesn't really matter. You can switch those around if you want, but just as long as the ones are with the ones and the twos are with the twos. All right. So now we need to find our slope. For that, we're going to use our slope formula. Our slope formula is, slope is easy and fun. It's just rise over run, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Don't think I put enough space. Oh well. So our y2 is going to be 470 minus our y1, which is 500, and all over x2 is 2 minus our x1 is 0. And when we do that, 470 minus 500, that's going to give us negative 30 divided by 2 is going to be negative 15. So that's our slope. So the slope is how much it's changing by each year. Okay, and notice that it is negative. That's why it is going down as we go from left to right. It's a negative slope. That's why it goes down as we go left to right. If it's positive, it would go up. It'd be going up. So yeah, let's just plot those two. Y equals, our m is negative 15, x plus b is 500, and that's our equation. Now what will the balance be in 15 years? So this means, remember years is our x, so x equals 15. So we're going to plug in 15 for x there. And y equals negative 15 times 15 plus 500. And then you can just do 15 times 15 on your calculator if you want, right? And that is going to be negative because that is a negative 15. So negative 225 plus 500. And that's going to give us 275. All right, so 275, not $275, but $275,000 left. And you can put zeros if you want. That's it. All right, and number 2, it says, here we have a table for cable, and it says 2 cable companies' prices are shown, one in the table, so here, and the other in the equation. So we have the table cable, and this is y equals 5x plus 30. This is the equation table, equation cable, which charges less per channel. Okay, so for each channel, which one charges less, and how many channels until they are the same. So let's find out. The first thing that we want to do is we want to find the equation for this one. Okay, because we're actually looking for our slope, our m. So the way we do that is we need to choose 2 points. Now I usually choose the first 2 because those are the smaller numbers, but it depends on you. So just like before, we can write it down like this if you want. We have 5, 38, and 10, 68. Now again, you could have used 2 and 3, these 2, or these 2, doesn't matter. You'll get the same answer. So x1, y1, x2, y2. First point, second point. All right, now here we have to find our slope first. And notice that they didn't give us our b, our y-intercept, our starting point. So because of that, we're going to have to find it, which is okay. So here our slope is in fun. It's just y is over 1, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, and m equals, our y2 is 68 minus 38, so our y1, all over x2 is 10 minus our x1 is 5 equals 30 over 5 equals 6. So our slope is 6 there. And yeah, so for the table cable, they're going to be charging $6. $6 per channel, and here they're going to be charging $5 per channel. Okay, so that's that. So which one is less? Table cable. Oh, sorry, less. Equation cable. Oops. Equation cable. Yeah, so 5 is less than 6. Good. All right. Now let's find our. We do need to find the equation because it says how many channels will they, how many channels until they are the same price. So what we want to do is we want to find the equation for this one. So we found our slope already. Now let's find our b. Okay, how do you find our b? Find b. The way we find b is we want to plug it into the point slope form. Y minus, well, this is just one way. I'll show you another way in class. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And the y and the x, since they don't have the subscripts, we want to just leave them as y and x. So y minus our y1 was 38 equals, our slope is 6. Right? Slope is 6. And x is x minus our x1 is 5. And just simplify. So we want to distribute first. And 6x minus 30. And now we're going to add 38 to both sides to solve for y, because we want y equals mx plus b. Y equals 6x plus 8. All right. And yeah, so how many channels until they are the same? So that's our equation. Now we just need to find out what they are when they're the same. So we're going to take this one, the 5x plus 30, And we're going to take the 6x plus 8 and set them equal to each other. So 5x plus 30. We want to know how many channels until they are the same. Equals 6x plus 8. All right. So yeah, and so we have x's on both sides. So let's move one over. Let's move this 5x over. You get 30 equals x plus 8. Subtract that 8. Sorry, subtract that 8, and we get x equals 22. So after 22 channels, the prices will be the same. Yeah, some cable companies, they've been charging per channel. So yeah, that's it.